describe Alcuin College in one word, I would say it's personal.
Creative.
Incredible.
Personal. Different, but in like a good way.
Better than others.
Different.
Caring. I really do feel that we care about everybody in the school.
One of the benefits of having a smaller class size is the ability to see all of the children, see all of the students right there, interact with them, know where everyone is at what time and what they're doing and how they're doing. And if someone's doing great, then you let them go on a roll, and if someone else needs you, then you're there to support them. And it's really, it's easier. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's easier to have that smaller group so that you can ensure that everyone is understanding and progressing in the way that they should.
Alcuin is the single greatest place on the face of the planet. Coming to Alcuin, it was just a godsend that all of the teachers were so willing to help me out with my work, or I could go and talk with a friend or a peer and they would help me with what I was doing.
The teachers are interested in the students. There is at least one adult that every child has gotten to know and trusts and can relate back to.
If we're going to allow kids to truly find their passion, they have to experience things in a unique way. We can't put them into a mold. We were not created to be like that. We were not pack animals. We are people, we are individuals. And if we're not going to allow education to be that way, I think we're doing them a disservice.
There is no typical day at Alcuin College. Every day is a bit different, depending on the topics that we're discovering, the questions that are being asked, and the ebb and flow of the students' energy. So the children direct what the school day is going to look like for us.
They sit there with you until you get it, and not until you get it do they leave.
Students comment on the fact that you can't get away with something, can't get away with not learning, not doing your work, because all the teachers are on the same page.
My favorite subject in school is art, because even though I can't, sometimes I'm supposed to draw things and I can't draw them. Miss Ark, she helps us through it, and she shows us different ways you can draw it, and then sits there with us and grabs a scrap piece of paper so we can practice it.
They work so much on collaborating with each other and working together on things that are focused around what they're learning about. Half the time they don't want to go home in the afternoon, and when they do get home, they just want to carry on with the work that they're doing.
One of the things that a lot of us notice is that there's a really mixed age group that hangs out together. I bet that most big public schools, the grade 10s and the grade 9s wouldn't even talk to each other.
At my former school, it wasn't great. There were a lot of teachers just yelling, a lot of students not understanding what was going on, just like not paying attention because they didn't understand the past things, so they can't keep going and progressing. So that's great about here is they teach you it, make sure you know it, test you on that, then they keep going to the next chapter because it's necessary to have that skill to be able to move on.
Alcuin has experienced tremendous growth in the past 3 years. I know 68 is not big for any other school, but for us to have gone and doubled in the past 3 years, it has been. We don't ever anticipate being a large school. Our maximum number will be somewhere between, I believe, 150 and 185.
I think 50 might be the perfect size for my class, because last year at the end of the year we had 8 and at the start 6, and it was nice having a small class, but like you know, you only had a few friends, and now there's girls in our class, which is fun.
The greatest benefit of having a small class size is that it's possible for the teacher not only to know each student by name, but to learn exactly how each student learns.
I find parents are very surprised to find that every one of our teachers, including our specialist teachers that may only be here twice a week, know every one of our students.
I guess the most important comment that's ever been said to me is, I could do this.
Coming to this, it was just incredible because I had teachers that were willing to help me out with whatever I wanted to do, and allow me to basically pursue anything that I felt I really enjoyed and to go above and beyond the curriculum.
My child's life has changed dramatically since he came to Alcuin. And the most dramatic change that I've seen is that he became extremely interested in becoming an educated person. He went from being interested only in video games to being interested in current affairs, history, science. It was a very dramatic change.
I definitely feel that some of the pros of being a small school is that we know everybody. We know the students very well. We know whether they like snowboarding or whether they do circus or whether they do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We know what they like to read. We know what is happening in their lives. School and family are central to a child's life in their school years. So being an important part of that allows us as a small school to make those connections, to get to know the families really well.
The most profound thing a student has ever said to me at the school would be when one of my students who came to the school very shy, and after about a year, the student came to me and said, "You know what, I think I finally found my voice." And that was a very special and magical moment for me.
We would like to see the magic of Alcuin grow. We want to have this momentum, this energy that we're seeing there take on its identity, which we don't quite yet know where this is going to go, but we can sense that there is something much bigger which is being born. And what that's going to look like in the years to come, we don't know.
One of the most profound, heart-touching moments that I've had with one of our students at Alcuin. He was speaking with his parents that he felt that if anything should ever happen to them, and heaven forbid that anything should ever happen to them, but he felt that I would certainly adopt him in a heartbeat and take him in as my own child.